Hello, sysfailure here again, and welcome back to the Ultimate Command series. In today's episode, we are looking at the command /testforblocks. Unlike last episode, there's an extra S on the end of it, so it doesn't look for an individual block, it looks for multiple blocks, whereas the single test for block thing was over there. This came out in snapshot 14W07A, or full release 1.8. The usual things first, the syntax for the commands are up here in the command blocks on the edges, and the entire world, including all previous episodes, is downloadable in the description below. So what does Testforblocks do? Well, it compares one region, which we've got this one set up here, with another region, which I've got set up just over here. As you can see at the moment, both these regions are identical with each other, and I've just got this handy dandy little lever on both of them for changing the layout. Now let's have a look at the actual command here. So it's /testforblocks, and it does an X, Y, and Z, and then in a positive direction it does an X, Y, and Z, and then there's another X, Y, and Z. And finally you have all, or if you put nothing it still means all, or masked, that's what I mean. The differences are that all means that all blocks must match in the region, and masked, I'm in trouble pronouncing that today, air blocks in the source region, which is the one over there, will match any blocks in the destination region. So let's have a look how this works. So there, as it says, there's 3 sets of coordinates here. So if we bring up our F3, and that's positive, positive, and positive. So our starting block, we are starting here, and then we will take our positive in the X, which is this one over here, our positive in the Z, which is this one over here, and then our positive in the Y, which in this case we're only at one level so it doesn't change, but if it went up the way it would go up. You'd never go down, you always go towards the positive. So that's our first 2 sets of coordinates that define your cubic region. And then your one set of coordinates, which is 3 here, is again the most negative point of where you're going. So there's your negative X, negative Z, negative Y down there. And it always takes the starting one and lines it up with the finished one to detect the region. So let's see them in action. This region over here obviously matches this region. So if I do Testforblocks all, there we go, it's compared them and they match, and you'll see 25 blocks, which is actually 5 by 5 because it's including the air, and it says that that matches this one over here. If I do that to that layout, press the button, now nothing, because this entire region looks different from that one because these are solid, they're air. If I try them the other way, and again, still doesn't match because these are air and over there are solid blocks. So it always has to be an exact match including air. Now we have the masked version. So instead of all or nothing, you have masked on the end. The rest of the commands are identical. This region and this region are matching right now. Press the button, 7 blocks compared, which are 5, 6, 7, and they match over here. If I turn that one off and press the button, now it fails because these are solid blocks that can't be found over here. If we do it the other way, however, and press the button, it now passes because it's checked the 5 blocks that are there, which match those 5, and here they're air, and air can match anything, which in this case is this. If we do that, you will see it also matches. So hopefully that made sense. I'll just reiterate. For the all, everything in your selected region must be identical in both, including air. For masked, everything that exists in your source region other than air must exist in the destination region. So all these solid blocks. Anything that's air in your source region can be anything else in the destination region. Just like that. So hopefully you found that useful. That is the Testforblocks command. Quite useful for testing entire regions match each other. As mentioned earlier, you can download the world in the description below. And if you have any questions about this or previous episodes, put them in the comments and I will do my best to answer them. So as per usual, thanks for watching and bye bye.